In 2004, a young girl from Wisconsin started complaining of fatigue and left-hand numbness and was later found to have rabies, a virus notorious for its 100% fatality rate once symptoms appear. Knowing her chances of survival were slim to none, her family requested an untested, crazy strategy that would involve a chemically induced coma and narcotics. This is the story of the first person to ever survive rabies. But first of all, what is rabies? Rabies is a viral disease that humans get from the saliva of infected animals, most commonly from bats, dogs, and raccoons. It can stay undetected after a bite for 1 to 3 months. It spreads from the site of the bite through the nerves to the brain, where it does its main damage. Normally, patients who get bitten by a rabid animal would be given a bunch of vaccines, with the rabies being one of them. The rabies vaccine is almost 100% effective in preventing rabies symptoms from occurring. But unfortunately, this wasn't the case for our patient. Jeanna Giese was a 15-year-old girl from Wisconsin, who in September 2004 was bitten on her left hand by a bat at church. At first, the bite seemed harmless, as it was too small and it did not bleed, so her mother cleaned it with peroxide, and she moved on without seeking any medical attention. But a month later, Jeanna started feeling weird. She started to complain from numbness in the left hand, where she was previously bitten. She also started to complain from double vision, fever, fatigue, and eventually difficulty walking. Jeanna was quickly admitted to the Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. The medical team there, led by Dr. Rodney Willoughby, diagnosed her with rabies. The prognosis was very bad, as rabies had never been known to be cured once symptoms manifested. Dr. Willoughby proposed an untested and risky treatment. This involved placing Jeanna in an induced coma and administering antiviral drugs. The idea was that Dr. Willoughby wanted to suppress her brain's activity, to reduce the damage the virus would do to her, and to give her immune system time to fight off the infection. This process would later be called the Milwaukee Protocol. Jeanna was placed in a coma for 7 days. No one knew what to expect when she awoke. Would she regain normal function, or would she be paralyzed from the infection? During that time, she was given a cocktail of antiviral drugs and narcotics. When they finally stopped the sedation, she was indeed paralyzed and unable to move. But crucially, her EEG, or her electroencephalogram, showed electrical activity, indicating that her brain was still functioning. Over the following 2 weeks, she began to improve. She started to look around and talk to her parents. Her recovery was long and painful, filled with intense rehabilitation to relearn basic functions. After 76 days in the hospital, Jeanna was finally discharged from the hospital in January of 2005. Through months and years of rehabilitation, Jeanna now leads an almost normal life. She is a mother of 3 and holds a degree in biology from the University of Wisconsin.
For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jeanna Giese. In 2004, I became the first person in the world to survive rabies without the vaccination.